All right. What's going on, everyone? Chris, Chef Sports Cards here. We're doing 2022 Top Score Platinum 5 Lite Hobby Box Break number 22. That's a lot of twos. Two, 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 two. Welcome. Especially if you're new to the channel, welcome. Bit about us. We've been around for over 6 years now. Break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as our little hands will move. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. eBay continues to run their sweepstakes. There's no purchase necessary there. Go to any of our eBay listings, and in the description there's a link. Click on that, and you can win some free cards if you fill it out. Also, don't forget about the website, chefsportscards.com. We got a bunch of Series 2 breaks up there that are very close to being full. Huh. I must have forgotten to post it or something. Okay, sorry about that. We got a bunch of Series 2 breaks up there. All of them are very, very close to being full. So go check out our website, and we'll get those broken just as soon as they fill up. All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs, Todd F. Braves, Ron E. Orioles, Todd F. Red Sox, Greg A. Cubs, Lou B. White Sox, Todd F. Reds, Nate W. Rockies, Ron E. Tigers, Lou B. Royals, Greg A. Astros, Robert S. Angels and Dodgers, David B. Brewers, Sean T. Twins, Todd F. Marlins, Ron E. Mets, David B. Yankees, Cole K. A's, Matt D. Phillies, Lou B. Pirates, Greg A. Cardinals, Scott A. Padres, Robert H. Giants, Andrew W. Mariners, Cole K. Rays, Todd F. Rangers, David B. Blue Jays and Nationals, Ron E. Alrighty. All right, let's open some cards. Good luck, everybody. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 All right, let's do it. Good luck, everybody. Let's see. Jaron Duran, rookie. Zach Wheeler, black and white. Arenado and Strom. All right, him there. Torrey Hunter. Seth Beer, rookie. Raleigh Fingers. And Paul O'Neill. 69 of 150 for the Yanks. Garrett Cole. There's a nice Jeremy Pena rookie for Houston. Black and white. Rodriguez in Winfield. Who's got Houston? Robert S. Soler, J.P. Crawford, X-Fractor from the Mariners. Braves, and I'm sorry, Austin Riley and Tariq Skubal. Jackson Reitz, Canseco, and Adam Wainwright, a refractor. Oh, yeah. Well, the Phillies and Orioles are tied at 2 in the 11th in a rain delay, which is ridiculous. Lemon and Stargell. At this point, why wouldn't you just be like, look, we'll finish tomorrow, you know? Corbin Burns and Robin Roberts, refractor for the Phils. Smith and Rizzo. Yeah, we were supposed to have like some pretty bad storms here tonight, but we never ended up having it. I mean, it rained a little bit, but Harper and Crawford. Rick Farrell for the Red Sox, numbered 298 of 299. Like, they were talking like flash flood warnings and everything, but the most I saw was just drizzling a little bit, so I guess it missed us. But obviously that means Baltimore or New York. Hank Aaron. Moustakas, Sammy Long. Who are the Padres playing tonight, Robert? Hoy Park, rookie. Jake Cousins, rookie. Elder and Dale Murphy, refractor for the Bravos. Packy Naughton, a great name. Spawn, Jackson, Edgar Renteria for the Marlins. 99 of 100. For Ron. Edgar Renteria. Oh, the Mets. I got you. Jason Hayward for the Cubs, black and white. Catfish Hunter, an early win. We're going to have some more 23 platinum next week. Tim Raines and Maglio Ordonez for the Tigers. I do have another case of it coming in, so we'll have more next week. Still a very hot ticket. George Kell and Roger Maris. Josh Bell, Jose Canseco, refractor. Real Muto and McNeil. Yogi Berra. Marte, Dansby, Jack Lopez for Detroit, rookie. 37 of 99 for Lou. All right, box 2. Let's have a better box. Better box, please. Oh yeah, got to, man. You got to finish it. It's so good. You'll love the ending to it. I've been watching stuff on Apple TV the past few weeks. Jake Berger, rookie, black and white for the White Sox. I think I mentioned this last week. I don't know. Maybe I did or did. I started watching the show Dark Matter. I kept hearing people talk about it. I love science fiction stuff, and so I put it on. It's really good, but the show wasn't done yet. So now I gotta wait. Like, I thought they had. Usually what I do is I wait till the show's done and then watch the whole thing because I hate that whole week-to-week thing. I don't really get it. Lothar and Morris. Oh. Corbin Burns Gold for the Brew Crew. Nice. My buddy John. 5 of 50. Having a lot of luck with the gold and the platinum there, John. I don't really understand in the whole streaming service what the benefit is to release stuff week to week. I mean, I guess it makes people come back, but I don't know. I feel like nowadays people get so upset by Mike Bauman, rookie for Baltimore. So of course I watched like the first 6 episodes and I was like, oh, the new episode will be out. I was like, oh, it wasn't all up here. And then you know what they just put up that I watched the first couple episodes? Presumed Innocent. Remember, John, Robert, you guys are in my age group. Remember they made, it was a movie with, what's his name? Harrison Ford, I think, right? Back from the 80s or like the late 80s where he was like having an affair with someone and they, thought he was guilty and blah, blah, blah. And they remade it, but with Jake Gyllenhaal. Bobby Dewar, X Factor. It wasn't too bad. I watched the first couple episodes, went like totally against my thing. And then what else? I finished that. I watched the end of that Monarch of Monsters thing. That was cool. There's not really anything bad on Apple TV, honestly. Like, there's some weird stuff on there, but Jim Palmer, black and white. But you can pretty much pick anything on Apple TV and know you're going to be entertained. No, it was a movie called Presumed Innocent. They've redone it, but into a TV show. And I remember the movie, Eric Davis Refractor. The basic of the story is Pedroia Murray. The guy is a prosecutor, like for the DA's office, and another prosecutor is murdered, a woman. And he was having an affair with this woman. So, like, everything around his fingerprints are in her apartment, this, that, like, it just doesn't look good, Monty Irvin Schwaba. Black and white. Now, and I don't remember the movie that well. I can't remember if he actually did it or not. So. See, this is the good thing about your memory going as you get older. You can't remember the story, so you can watch it and be like, oh, that was good. Cesar Hernandez for the Nationals. 62 of 299. Tommy and Torrey Hunter Refractor. Come on, give us a good Bobby Witt or J-Rod or something. Come on. Neil Cruz, give us a good one. Andrew Jones Refractor. Ichiro. Yes, he was Frank. Yeah. Oh, I've seen The Fugitive like 100 times. That's a great movie. That's another one of those movies. If it's on, I'll watch it. That's a classic. And that was a remake from a TV show in like the 50s, I think, right? We got an orange, Matt Verling, and 8-Rod orange for the Yanks. Excuse me. 25 of 25. True orange 8-Rod. For Cole. Yeah, the city variations, yeah, they are oh, the inserts in series 2. Yeah, they're interesting, right? Well, like, why would they do that? They are cool looking though. But it's a little weird. Brian De La Cruz, rookie refractor. Yogi Berra, Tucker, Lewis, and Schwaba. 100 of 299. Hey, if anything, you'll learn all the airport abbreviations. Liam Hendrick, Manny Machado. Gary Carter, refractor. Musgrove and Bunning. We got one more of these posted tomorrow night, too. Garrett Cole, refractor. Ryan, rookie. That's sweet. Josh Widener for the 20s. 85 of 199. Little orange auto action. Is that at a hobby box or a jumbo box? Schwarber again, working the super rainbow. Felix Hernandez. Out of a hobby. Nice. There's a J-Rod. There he is. Duke Snyder. Lowe and Foster. And Hap. Longoria and Grossman. Hey, there's Bobby. Bobby, baby. Baby Bobby. Bobby Witt, rookie. Whit Merrifield behind it. Cal Raleigh and Steve Garvey, refractor. Yeah, they did. Remember they had like Maddox, Smoltz, and who's the other one? There were the three of them together. Maddox, Smoltz, and God, I can't think of his name. They were unhittable for a while too, man. They were unbelievable. Garvey for the Dodgers for David. Number 287 of 299. Glavin. Yeah, Glavin. That's right. They were frustrating as hell. Frank Thomas, black and white. That's like your weekend series. You had to face them like 1, 2, 3 in a row. It was terrible. Schmidt and Anderson. Yepes and Santana. Tyler Stevenson, refractor. Reynolds and, speak of the devil, Tom Glavine. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Ugh. Pete Smith. Boudreaux, Eloy, Castro, and Willie McCovey for the Giants. 240 of 299. So, I don't know if I told you guys this. So, remember a few months ago, eBay laid down the ban on retail. They weren't allowed to sell retail boxes anymore in breaks. Well, now you're allowed to again. They've lifted the ban. Mike Bauman, rookie, black and white for the Orioles. Lodolo and Brock, but only if you sell it on eBay Live, which is ridiculous. But the reason I tell you the story is Romy Gonzalez, Andres Jackson, rookie for the Dodgers, Morgan and Strasburg. So I went on eBay Live the other day because I hadn't been on there, and they're asking me to, apply and join and blah, 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 and whatever. And I really don't have any interest in doing it whatsoever, to be honest with you. I don't want to have to sit on a stream for hours and be like, please buy my cards, Zach Short, refractor. But at the same time, I was thinking maybe it's worth it just to apply so I'm approved, that if for some reason I need to use it, or who knows what could happen, like at least I'm already going through the approval process. Brandon Marsh, rookie. Gavin Lux, Flaherty, and Jordan, numbered 144 of 250. So anyway, I'm at the cafe the other day and I had my computer there, so I go on eBay Live. I wanted to see who was on there, and the few guys that were breaking on there, I only recognized one, and that was Hobby Legends was breaking on there. But from what I could tell, he was just streaming on there. Like, it was his breaks off of his website. Like, he was doing like that 50K Series 2 ridiculous break he was doing or whatever. So anyway, when you go to any person's page, Kyle Hendricks black and white, it's much like, Fanatics is or whatnot is. You go on there, there's a whole bunch of different people up there. You click on it and it takes you to their live thing. But one of the interesting things is when you click on one of them, so it shows you the screen where they're live, and right next to it has their feedback score up there, which I think seems a bit much to me. So anyway, I'm going through and I'm honestly kind of appalled by some of these feedback scores because they're pretty bad. Like, the one guy had like 75 negative feedbacks this year. The other guy had like 56, which, is a lot as far as I'm concerned. Dick Allen, Aroldis Chapman. So I click on it. I click on their negative feedback and I start reading it because I want to know, like, usually when somebody has a lot of negative feedback, especially as a breaker, there's very specific things that you notice. Like, they're poor at shipping. They take forever, Rodon. A lot of people, there are certain guys who get a lot of negatives for going too fast through the card and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm reading through it, and the one guy has negative feedback because the kid who was breaking had no idea who Tom Glavine was. Contreras and Melendez, and he thought he should give negative feedback because they didn't have enough knowledge about baseball to be breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, it drives me crazy too when somebody doesn't know the players, but in defense of this kid, Carl Yastrzemski for Boston, 11 of 150. Apparently, the guy whose channel it is, he wrote a response to the guy's negative feedback. And he said, I understand the kid's 21 years old. He has no idea. He's never heard of this guy. I just thought it was so funny that somebody was mad enough that somebody didn't know who he was, that they give negative feedback. Because Steve Garvey, black and white, like, and I felt for the breaker a little bit. Like, I mean, believe me, he had enough negative feedback for other problems, but like, when he wrote in there as his response, like, well, the kid's 21 years old. Like, the last time he pitched, he was 2 years old or something like that. I'm just like, wow, man, people give negative feedback for anything. Warren Spawn, X Factor. Did he really? Maddox played a year with the Padres. Yeah, well, there was a time, like for a while, they were all with the Braves, and then all of a sudden they were like split up, right? Because Maddox was with the Cubs, right? Wasn't I can't even remember where everybody went. Maddox was with the Cubs for a while, wasn't he? Spencer Strider rookie, Corbin Burns refractor. But that poor kid, like I can see the guy, whoever owns that break channel or whatever, talking to him, going, "Listen, you need to know who Tom Glenn is." He's like, "Who?" CC Sabathia for the Yanks. 53 of 199. He started with the Cubs. Yeah, okay. I do remember that. I'm trying to remember. He started with what? Did he go back to the Cubs? Or am I thinking of someone else? I must be thinking of somebody else. Kervin Castro, black and white rookie. Kane and Adon. There's a guy, Lorenzo Kane. Whatever happened to him? Paul O'Neill. Griffin Jacks. Yeah, okay. So I'm not crazy. I thought he went back to the Cubs. I do remember that. Aaron Ashby, a rookie refractor. Another Jeremy Pena rookie. Montero. Casey Mize, refractor. Josiah Gray. Oh, yeah, they won tonight? Well, all those Luca believers out there have to be happy this year. They at least made a final. I mean, it doesn't sound like he's going to win it, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to tag people as great players if they don't, get to the finals or win a final. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny when you hear people talk about football players, quarterbacks. And I mean, Gary Sheffield reflected. Now, again, let me preface this. Let's say it without Tom Brady, okay? I mean, we all know Tom Brady was the best ever, but if you get in an argument with people, who's the best quarterback, and people bring up Montana and Young and Favre and all these different guys, and then inevitably somebody'd always bring Marino up because he had crazy numbers, but he never won anything, Joe Mauer for the Twins. 276 of 299. And I still know people to this day will still fight and say that he was the best quarterback ever or one of the best quarterbacks ever. But it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like the whole Eli Manning thing, like, is Eli Manning a great quarterback or a great quarterback of his generation? He did win 2 Super Bowls and he did beat Tom Brady, especially that one year when they were the perfect team, like Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf was too busy trying to get painkillers to actually learn how to play football. Ryan Leaf is the ultimate tale of what one good season will get you. And the dude had everything handed to him on a silver platter. I don't think anyone thought that dude could actually play football very well. And people were talking about taking him over Manning. Like, he had one good year. Where was he at? Washington, right? Or something. Oregon, Washington, one of those schools. And he had a great senior season. And it's like, but he wasn't very good. He wasn't that hard to tell. And then, a couple months after he got kicked out of football, he was robbing houses, stealing dope, whatever. Johnny Manziel. Well, Johnny Manziel just partied himself into a hole. I think he was a decent football player. Look, I mean, especially with quarterbacks, we could talk about guys all day who are piled up on the out back behind the stadium that never made it. But I don't know if you watched that documentary on Netflix about him. I mean, look, the guy's, excuse my language, the guy's an asshole. There's no doubt about it. Gavin Sheets, rookie, black and white. But he had a bit of a legitimate bitch. You know, like, they sold 43 million. They sold 43 million of his jerseys with his name on it and never got a dime for any of it. Like, I don't know. Ever since they put these NIL things through and now they allow them to play, some of these guys should be able to go back and sue for like back pay. If I was Johnny Manziel, I'd have an attorney like trying to sue Adidas. Like, give me a couple percent from those jerseys because that was insane. I think those guys are like Johnny Manziel is treated so on such a high pedestal, Kutch Refractor for so long that like they just don't know how good they have it. You know what I mean? Like they're looked at as the best. They're treated to everything, whether it's wine, women, song, whatever it is. You know, like you get everything, and they think it's just gonna last forever. You know, Bryce Elder rookie for the Braves. 75 of 150. Um, and I guess when you come up and your whole life is like that, all through high school and college, it's not right, but it's kind of understandable, you know, that somebody would get that way. Lou Bob, black and white. But I got to be honest, I felt a little bad for him after I watched that documentary. I mean, I still think he was a jerk, but um, I think a lot of people did quite a number on that dude's head, that Johnny Manziel. I think more and more nowadays, that's why you see a lot of successful guys in sports coming from sport families because they kind of like, and certainly not that there aren't other guys, but like, you know, for somebody who's never seen anything like that, Bryson Stott, rookie, Contreras refractor. Like if you've grown up around it where your dad was a baseball player or a football player or whatever, you can kind of learn from it and be able to handle it a little bit, you know. Whereas you get some of these kids who, you know, just grow up, you know, middle or lower middle class or whatever, and all of a sudden they're handed money and women and this and that, and they just go crazy, you know. Eddie Matthews for the Braves, 114 of 150. Yeah. Well, you know, like he was said in that documentary, like, you know, he's like, I had no money. And look, my sister was a full my sister was on a full athletic scholarship in college at a Division I school. And Justin Verlander, black and white. And you weren't allowed to work. You weren't allowed to do anything back then because like my sister was even like, can I get a job like working in during the summer? She would like work down the shore when she was in high school, like waiting tables or whatever. And she'd be like, can I just get like a waitress job a couple nights a week? I need money. And they'd be like, no, because you know, the NCAA would be like, well, people could come in and tip you and give you all kinds of money and this and that. Like the only thing she had was work study, which was nothing, you know. Peyton Henry, black and white, or I'm sorry, X Fractor. Um, so like somebody like Johnny Manziel, who's selling millions and millions of jerseys, like he even said in that thing, like, why shouldn't I get paid? So, and then people are like, well, if you come and sign autographs, you know, we'll pay you $5,000 and be like, all right, you know, like, why not? I need money. Mitch Haniger refractor. It is pretty amazing that college and the NCAA got away with now without paying these kids for as long as they did. If you go back and look at all the jerseys they've sold, all the games they sold, you know, the college football games with the kids' names on it and stuff, like they owe some serious money to these kids. Patrick Wisdom for the Cubbies. 27 of 199. And then you hear the whole, oh, well, they're getting an education. Yeah, that's true, but they're bringing in way more than the education's worth. I mean, it's not, it's wonderful that they're, you're covering 30 grand a year or whatever for their education, but believe me, they're bringing you millions. Boudreaux, black and white. Duke Voigt. Like, I would assume that ever since they passed these laws that somebody would go back and try to sue somebody. Some kind of class action for back pay or whatever for some of these colleges. Because, I mean, how many EA Sports sold how many college football video games, with kids' names on it that they never had to pay out any royalties to anyone. Except the schools, I guess. I assume that the schools got the money. But even then, it probably wasn't that much. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without y'all, and I do truly appreciate it. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. And we'll be here all weekend, so come and check out some other breaks, or just come check us out. Say hi. Give me 1 sec and put a quick hit recap together. So, I mean, like, when you watch that Manziel thing, I mean, the guy's a jerk, but at the same time, you're like, he does have a little legitimate gripe, He just could have handled it a lot better, personally. Alrighty. Hit recap for 2022 Topps Chrome Platinum 5 Lite Hobby Box break number 22. I'll start over here. Just some random stuff. Jeremy Pena, rookie, black and white. Bobby Witt, J-Rod, Jeremy Pena, Bryson Stott, rookies. X-Fractors, J.P. Crawford, Bobby Dewar, Andre Jackson, Warren Spahn, and Peyton Henry. They're 1 per box, not numbered. Black and white mini diamonds. Boudreaux, Verlander, Robert, Sheets, Morneau, Castro, Garvey, Chapman, Hendrick. Bauman, Thomas, Schwarber, Palmer, Bauman, Berger, Ordonez, Hayward, and Zach Wheeler. We also had a bunch of refractors, too. We'll pull any rookies and stuff out of there. Numbered parallels to 299, Farrell, Hernandez, Schwarber, McCovey, Garvey, and Maurer. To 250, Yordan Alvarez and Paul O'Neill. To 199, Josh Weiner, CC Sabathia, and Patrick Wisdom. To 150, Paul O'Neill, Carl Yastrzemski, Bryce Elder, and Eddie Matthews. To 100, Edgar Renteria. To 99, Jack Lopez. To 50, Corbin Burns. And to 25, A-Rod for the Yankees. All right, folks. Again, thanks so much for joining us. I do appreciate it. We'll be back in 5 with Series 2 Jumbo. Have a great night. Take care. Bye.